Hey guys, you're watching PhoneArena's video comparison with the Samsung Galaxy Tab and the Apple iPad, which are the two most popular and most interesting tablets on the market right now. Soon after Apple decided to unleash its groundbreaking iPad, we've seen various other manufacturers announce their own plans to roll out similar devices to compete with this newly established device. The most serious contender of them all seems to be this little device here, the Samsung Galaxy Tab, which is a 7-inch Android tablet. The most striking difference between these two devices is their size. As you can see, the iPad is about twice as big as the Samsung Galaxy Tab. You see, which is actually strange when the iPad has a 9.7-inch screen and the Galaxy Tab has a 7-inch display. The same difference also resonates with the weight of these devices, as the Apple iPad is about twice as heavy. These characteristics make the Samsung Galaxy Tab a much more easier device to pick up, handle, carry around, so this is definitely something that you have to consider when choosing a tablet. However, one can never have it all, and in this case, the lighter build of the Samsung Galaxy Tab comes at the expense of the materials that the manufacturer has utilized. The Samsung Galaxy Tab is made predominantly out of plastic, which actually provides a pretty nice grip, but of course its feel is nowhere as solid and premium as the all-metal back and sides of the Apple iPad. The touchscreen is a vital characteristic of every tablet, and in the case of our comparison, we would of course prefer the larger 9.7-inch touchscreen of the Apple iPad, simply because of its larger size. Because although it uses the advanced IPS LCD technology, we actually saw very little difference with regards to image quality. Apart from slightly better viewing angles on the Apple iPad, the Galaxy Tab actually performs pretty decently with its standard TFT technology, and in addition, it has the better pixel density. When viewed outdoors, both devices are pretty equal. You will be able to see what is on screen, however it will be pretty hard and you wish to shield the screen. So when it comes to the design of these tablets, it's mostly a matter of personal preference. If you simply wish a more compact, lighter and easy to carry around device, the Galaxy Tab will obviously appeal to you more. However, the iPad has the advantage of the bigger screen, which helps really in a lot of areas, including web browsing, gaming, applications, etc. The operating systems found on the Samsung Galaxy Tab and the Apple iPad are vastly different. On one side we have the Galaxy Tab running Android with TouchWiz 3 on top of it, and on the other we have simply iOS. Now iOS really takes the cake when it comes to ease of use. It's really easy to just start using this device without any preparation at all, while Android on the Samsung Galaxy Tab has some more specific features like adding widgets, shortcuts, and there's a lot more personalization going with the Samsung Galaxy Tab, which is of course a good thing for many users. So if it's personalization options that you seek, the Galaxy Tab will most probably be your winner. But if ease of use and responsiveness are your priorities, then the Apple iPad will be the better device. The web browser, is really a crucial application for each tablet, and in the case of our comparison, again we witness some vastly different approaches here. On one side we have the Safari browser, which is simply great because of its buttery smooth scrolling. You can also zoom via double tap, which works very accurately, and of course you can execute pinch to zoom gestures. So all in all, it's a wonderful web browsing experience on the Apple iPad. However, when it comes to the Galaxy Tab, we're a bit frustrated with its web browsing experience. Scrolling is kind of choppy, especially if there are some flash elements on the web page. But thankfully, you can still do pinch to zoom and double tap, although this doesn't work as good as on the iPad. The biggest advantage, however, of the Android browser in Froyo running on the Galaxy Tab is its full Flash Player 10.1 support, which lets you visualize a lot of Flash elements and also load entire Flash-based sites. So if Flash is a feature that you cannot live without, you'll be probably better off with the Galaxy Tab. However, if Flash is not so important for you, the Apple iPad is simply a much better web browsing solution. Plus, if it's only about the Flash videos for you, keep in mind that the Skyfire browser is on its way to iOS for the iPad, so it will be able to remedy the situation. When it comes to the standard set of applications and different tools for the everyday use, both devices are equally well equipped, and if there's something missing on either device, you can surely find it in either on the App Store or the Android market. But we talk about the simple everyday organizing solution, like more advanced to-do apps or calendars. However, when it comes to more advanced third-party applications like games or productivity software, the iPad gains the upper hand because there are some really diverse and high-quality games and entertainment applications available for iOS and specifically for the iPad. On the other hand, the Android market is crowded with standard smartphone applications, which of course you can run on the Galaxy Tab, but their quality is not as high. Watching video on the Apple iPad is certainly the better experience because of its larger 9.7-inch screen. In addition, we found that the YouTube client for iOS seems to work much better, delivering a higher quality of the video stream. So if you're spending a lot of time in watching YouTube videos, you'll be better off with the Apple iPad. Thankfully, both devices support some really decent ebook readers, iBooks on the Apple iPad, and the eBook app on the Samsung Galaxy Tab. Both rely on very pleasant to use interfaces, which make reading ebooks a very, very enjoyable experience. Both Samsung and Apple have done a terrific job really at designing advanced applications to let you work with email on their tablets. On the Apple iPad, we see this really pleasant to use interface with your emails that appear here as a pop-up. And once you view a particular email, you can easily zoom in and out and just consume the content, so to speak. On the Galaxy Tab, you can scroll relatively smoothly throughout your list of emails, and once you select a certain one, again you can zoom and just enjoy the content. Once you take the experience to landscape mode, you see that they both utilize this two-part interface. With regards to the calendars, we see some pretty similar approaches here. However, there are some differences. For example, on the Apple iPad, you see the appointments right inside the field for each day, while on the Galaxy Tab, due to the smaller screen size, appointments for each day are visualized below the month view. And through these tabs, you can also view your calendars as week or day views. The same goes for the iPad. At the end of the day, we have two magnificent tablets from a hardware point of view. We mean their capacitive screens, the 1 GHz processors, and actually the Galaxy Tab has a small advantage here with this 3.2 megapixel autofocus camera with an LED flash, which actually lets you take pictures and video using the device, which of course with the iPad you cannot do. The other advantages of the Samsung Galaxy Tab are found with its more compact size, lighter weight, and the full Flash Player 10.1 support in the browser. However, this is where it ends for the Samsung Galaxy Tab, because then the iPad jumps right in with its far superior software. First of all, the operating system feels much more polished. Plus, you can find more than 300,000 applications in the App Store, which is much more than what you can find in the Android market. And what's even more important is that these applications for iOS are of much higher quality on the whole. It is these software characteristics that really let you take advantage of your large 9.7-inch screen. In the meantime, you have the still pretty good 7-inch LCD display on the Samsung Galaxy Tab, which however you can use with your regular smartphone apps, which however you can already do on your smartphone. Finally, it is the software that makes us think that the Apple iPad is the much better tablet right now. The final punch delivered by the Apple iPad is called pricing, because the Galaxy Tab is actually offered at a pretty identical price, and at some places you can even find it to be more expensive, which is really frustrating for a device that does less. For more on the Samsung Galaxy Tab and the Apple iPad, you can visit us anytime at PhoneArena.com.